At Citi Field in New York, the New York Mets play the Miami Marlins. It's the final series of the year between the Mets and the Marlins. The teams have split 10 games so far this year. The Mets come into play tonight, 2 games behind the Atlanta Braves for the third wild card spot, and we're reaching the final quarter of the season. 6 weeks to go, and we're not yet at a time of year where you can clinch a postseason berth, but you're at a time of year where you can let one get away.
Playoff race should give you some energy, and hopefully the guys will feel that and feed off of each other tonight.
And the Mets have lost 5 of their last 6 coming into this one and need that energy. Sean Manaea, all 6'6" of him, getting ready to face the Marlins for the 3rd time this year.
Coming off a rough start, had 2 great starts in a row and hit a big speed bump in Seattle. Looking to get back on track and get the Mets back on track.
Xavier Edwards has been fantastic as the leadoff hitter.
And then he works the walk.
And a walk to start the game tonight, the last thing that Carlos Mendoza wanted to see. Because now you've got Jake Burger at the plate, recently elevated to the number 2 spot in the lineup, and since Burger's been hitting second, he has been crushing it. 17 home runs since the 1st of July. It's the most in the major leagues. 0-2 coming, swing and a miss. Got him with a sinker up. And that's been a big pitch for Manaea. He strikes out Burger for the first out. So 1 out and 1 on. Now Jonah Bride.
Edwards goes, pitches high, throw to second is even higher, but a great backup by Lindor. Stolen base for Edwards.
Grounded behind the bag. McNeil plants and throws and gets Jonah Bride for the 2nd out as Edwards goes to 3rd. 2 out, and now Jesus Sanchez, now with nothing to play for. They're letting him play every day against lefties. He's their best power threat other than Burger. And he gets him inside. 3-pitch strikeout, and Sanchez is down, and Manaea works around a leadoff walk. That's come to bat, no score.
It's Roderick Munoz, his 15th start of the season, his 16th game. No decision against the Padres Saturday afternoon in Miami, but this the site of arguably his best start this year.
And Roderick's had a couple of starts against the New York Mets, and he has performed very well against them in both of those outings. Let's hope that he can do that again here this evening.
Lindor, the shortstop, leads off. This one out toward right and stays up for Sanchez.
Now Mark Vientos, who had a big day yesterday.
They could not lay off of that slider, so Vientos down on strikes, and that's the first K of the night for Munoz.
2 out. Here's Nimmo trying to fight his way out of a deep slump. Batting here with 2 out and nobody on. And a little dribbler. Off the mound comes Munoz, and the low throw goes by and down the line. Nimmo on his way to second. It's retrieved by Lopez, and Nimmo will stop at second base on the throwing error by Roderick Munoz. So a runner in scoring position for J.D. Martinez. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming to J.D. And he lines it into left field for a base hit. Nimmo hits 3rd. He's going to be waved home. Hensley's throw to the plate is high, and Nimmo rolls home with a run. Mets take advantage of Munoz's error. J.D. Martinez with the RBI single. 1-0 New York.
Well, we were told Brandon Nimmo's stomach was spinning yesterday, and he certainly went spinning across home plate, trying to avoid the tag from the catcher Sanchez.
1 pitch, 1 out for Sean Manaea in the 2nd. Gonzalo Lopez hitting 6th in the order. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and Manaea has his 3rd strikeout as he fans Gonzalo Lopez 2 down. Here's Rivera. Fly ball out to right, and Winker should have it lined up. 6 in a row retired by Manaea. That's up a 1-0 lead.
And there are 2 away, so that will bring up Xavier Edwards. 11 pitches. This one out toward the gap. Bader was played toward right center, and that one's going to get to the wall. Edwards on going to stop at second base, thinking about 3, but he'll stop with a 2-out double.
So Xavier Edwards continues to thrive. So there's the first hit against Manaea, a 2-out double by Edwards, and here's Jake Burger, who struck out his first time up. And he starts him with a high fastball, and he pops it up. Vientos and Alvarez looking for it. Vientos calling. Side retired.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Mets 1, Marlins nothing. He struck him out swinging. So 3 consecutive strikeouts for Roderick Munoz after the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Mets will go to the 4th.
1-0 to Bride, who grounded to second in the 1st. And sends this one to left, and it gets down, and it'll get to the wall. So Bride will get into second base with a leadoff double, and he keeps swinging a hot bat. It's a 16-game on-base streak for Jonah Bride.
And here's the center fielder, Derek Hill.
Smacks this one out toward right field. Winker headed back, and that one is off the top of the wall and stays in play. Bride will come in to score.
He missed a home run by about an inch He hit off the orange line and came back. That does not happen very often. But Hill's RBI double ties the game 1-1.
Well, we're tied now, and here's Lopez.
You're right back up the middle off Manaea. He can't find it. Dies behind the mound, and Lopez will reach. Just disappeared on Manaea.
He got a break there for a moment because that ball's headed up the middle, and that would have been another hit, and that would have been another RBI.
Has set the Marlins up with first and third and one away here in the top of the fourth inning. And Emmanuel Rivera will be the batter.
To the shortstop, Lindor. And a wide throw, and Alonso came off the bag. That'll lead to a run. Had he kept his toe on the bag, then it would have been a double play, and it would have been the end of the inning. It's a fielder's choice, and an RBI ground out, and a 2-1 Marlins lead.
And a 4-pitch walk to Alvarez gives the Mets a 1-out base runner.
And here's Jeff McNeil.
3-2 with 1 out. Alvarez not running, and McNeil socks one to deep right field toward the stands, and it's out of here. Jeff McNeil dropping the bat hand and lining a 2-run homer to put the Mets back in front. 12 home runs for the year for McNeil, 7 since the All-Star break, and it's 3-2 New York.
Breaking ball's got the spin already built in. It's slower, so it gets him to the pull side. You take the shortcut. And Jeff knew it when he hit it. Nice dismount.
And Bader takes another walk. How about that?
And he's about to see the third time through the lineup. Lindor, switch hitter, batting left.
Lindor hooks one over the bag. That's a fair ball as it got by Berger, and it goes all the way into the deep corner. Bader turns third. He'll score. Lindor is around second. He'll go to third, and he arrives safely with an RBI triple. 4-2 New York. First triple of the year for Francisco Lindor, and he drives in his 70th run.
And Bader's going to score. This goes to the wall. Bader's got the speed. Easily score. The only question now is Lindor going to get 3, and he does.
That's going to be all for Roderick Munoz. He's out after 93 pitches. George Soriano on in long relief for the Marlins tonight. Infield comes in for Mark Vientos. And Soriano hits Vientos with his first pitch.
Now Nimmo walks in, and Nimmo is just dying for a hit.
Nimmo's 0 for 2 tonight. He rips one down the right field line, headed toward the pole. It's out of here! Brandon Nimmo with a 3-run homer, and the Mets put the hammer down. It's 7-2 New York. Nimmo had been 0 for his last 17, but he breaks that emphatically with his 17th home run of the year and his first since the All-Star break. And the Mets have put together a 6-run fourth inning. And Manaea has retired the first 2 easily here in the 5th. Here's Jake Berger.
This one in the air out toward deep left field. Going back, and it's gone. A home run.
Berger again! A 2-out bomb! Here in the top of the 5th inning, and now it's 7-3 New York.
Stay hot, Jake Berger, 104 miles per hour off the bat. Now his 14th home run since the All-Star break and 24th home run on the season.
Mets have a 7-3 lead. So I'd imagine that Carlos Mendoza is going to have him finish up whatever this inning looks like.
Swing and a miss, and Hensley down on strikes. Just the 4th strikeout for Manaea and his first since the 2nd inning. Only Sanchez, little tapper left to the mound. Manaea plants and throws high, and Alonso comes down on the bag, side retired.
So Sean Manaea throws out Ali Sanchez and finishes up 7 strong tonight against the Miami Marlins.
Now Kyle Stowers will pinch hit, and again the Marlins are down to their final strike. 0-2 from Buto. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Jose Buto goes the final 2 innings behind 7 good innings from Sean Manaea. The Mets get home runs from McNeil and Nimmo in a 6-run 4th inning, and they defeat the Marlins in the opening game of this series 7-3.